to the first quarter review, everybody, for the Aces and Dingers League. Before we get started, I'm gonna be proper. All right. Now that we've got that in, let's go. Let's put the standings up. Go over the standings real quick. We got the Up the River division. I'm in the lead right now at 3-1, but last place is only 2 games behind at 1-3. We got Jason, Nick Richardson, Melissa all at 1-3 right there, but a couple of games you're right back in this thing. We're only 4 games down into the 5th game. But Dirty South division, Dallas, you're out to a 1-game lead against everyone else, William, Nate, and Eric, who are 2-2. So you're all right there in the mix of this thing. Same thing with the Frozen Tundra division. You got Nick F and Kai out to those 3-1 records. Kevin 2-2 rookie. You're just hang around till you figure it out completely, and then make your move. And then Justin, you're 1-3. You've had probably 2 of, we'll get into it a little bit later, but 2 of the tougher losses so far this season. Fontana, you've scored 644 in week 2, so that's the most in a matchup so far this season with the adjusted scoring this year and adjusted rosters. Looks like 644 is the highest, so probably putting over 600. You're not guaranteed to win ever, but getting yourself over 600 or 550, I'm guessing, puts you in a really good spot. Everyone's paid up their side bets. Everyone's paid up the Mendoza line shots so far. I think the only kind of seesaw one we had was Jason and I agreed to the pie, and then he didn't use the pie. But the picture, the screenshot that that Morgan's Venmo was able to get of the the gooey face, it's good enough. It'll live for eternity now, so that's good. That's awesome stuff. I've won 3 straight, so is Kai. Those are the longest win streaks so far. We both lost our opener, but we're kind of putting a tear into the things the first 4 weeks. And then Jason and Melissa, you guys won on opening week, and you guys haven't won since, so you're at 1-3, so those are the longest losing streaks so far. You guys try to bust those. Somebody try to bust Kai and us, or Kai and myself, and we'll keep going back and forth. I know 10-10 sometimes gets you into the playoffs in this league, so do not think by any means that you're out of this thing. Looks like Melissa's pitching so far has been kind of her bugaboo, and then Jackson Merrill went on the IL, kind of her bugaboo. And then with Elliott, like the last 3 weeks, the opponent hasn't put up a lot of points, I've noticed, against you. You're just, like, team's kind of sputtering, so hopefully you get things figured out, get yourself a little win streak, get back in the mix of this thing. I remember 2019, you were in the championship. 2020, you were the 1 seed. I think you can get back to those types of records and seeds if you just put your foot down. But I know you can do it. Anyways, looks like week 1. I wanted to go over, there's at least a close match every week, so I took a little dive. Looks like week 1, Melissa beat Justin by 5. It was 284 to 279. Again, Justin, right there, it was a close loss. You're 1-3, and that's one of the reasons why. Week 2, I got Will by 12. I beat him 502.5 to 490.5, and that was a good one. We had a little side bet action going on there. Week 3, Justin, you got Fontana actually in that week by 12.5. It looks like 410.5 to 397. So that's awesome stuff. Nate over Justin last week in week 4 by 5.5, 528 to 522.5, and I think that was because Arias had the shoulder to the head concussion or whatever the hell happened. So it's been awesome so far. That's only the first quarter. I plan to try to do an update every 4 games or so, and we'll go from there. And then we'll keep doing side bets, keep doing Mendoza line pay-ups. I know that they're not always crazy, but it's a really good way to see people's faces kind of more on a regular instead of just being a bunch of little like keyboard messages all the time. That was the whole point of the video. Let's keep them going, keep the side bets going, keep them a couple of 3s.